Just look at me in the eyes, young Luke Skywalker. I am your father. Shit, I'm not your father. And you know that. But I kind of feel like it. Because today I'm going to show to you how you can make more money with your Kindle publishing business by publishing your books in IngramSpark. I'm going to show to you all of the strategies. So if you follow this guide, in a few days, you will be making more money. So let's get rock and rolling, baby. Hi ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and sweet people all over the world. Today is going to be a great day because I'm going to show to you how to make more money with your Kindle publishing business by publishing your paperbacks in IngramSpark, a fabulous platform. I love this platform, and it has been one of the platforms that I've used besides Amazon that has made the best earnings out there. Okay, so I highly suggest for you to try them out. If you still haven't, of course, I mean, if you're watching this video, you probably haven't. And also, just like this video, go right below, click on the thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, do all those amazing things so you can receive my weekly video updates where I share with you a lot of videos related to Kindle publishing and several ways for you to make money online. And yeah, this is IngramSpark. And by the way, you probably are wondering, what is this tab? Well, I've been watching the videos that belong to George Gaiman. I like his videos. I recommend for you to check his channel. He provides a lot of tips and tricks related to economic and finances, and it's something that I find interesting, and you can learn a lot in his channel. Anyway, let's go back to IngramSpark. So the thing that you need to do is go to IngramSpark. And what is IngramSpark, by the way? Well, IngramSpark is basically a platform, an alternative platform from Amazon, where you can publish your books, has ebooks and also has paperbacks. So it's not just paperbacks, but I just publish my books over here has paperbacks. And it's a great way for you to make money because basically what IngramSpark does is they promote your books outside of IngramSpark to several stores online and also offline. They promote your ebooks and also your paperbacks, and yeah, you do more money that way. Basically, that is what IngramSpark is. And the other thing about IngramSpark is the great thing about publishing your paperback, and I highly suggest immediately that once you publish your paperback inside of Amazon, for you to go to IngramSpark and also publish inside of IngramSpark. Of course, I first suggest for you to publish in Amazon and get your book accepted over there, because once it's accepted, then very probably the formatting of your paperback book looks good, and once you go to IngramSpark, you won't have problems with the formatting of your book, because one of the problems with IngramSpark is, on contrary to Amazon, you can't preview your paperback and see how it looks like. Okay, that is a small issue that they have. And also the other reason is, I mean, if you're publishing your book inside of Amazon and you publish in the Kindle format, if you enroll your book in the Kindle program, then you can't really publish your book outside of Amazon because you agreed with their terms. Now with the paperbacks, you really don't have that problem because you're not agreeing with any kind of terms, so you can publish immediately outside of Amazon without running into any kind of issues. So what you need to do is simply go to ingramspark.com. I'm going to leave the link right below so you can easily go there. And once you are there, here you need to create an account with them. Nothing special about that. Just go create an account, and you know, it's the standard stuff over here. Just contact name, email address, create password, validate password, and so on. So yeah, just do this. Just create an account. Do it now. Okay, do it now, because if you follow this guide, as I already said, it's a great way for you just in a few days start making more money. Okay, so just do that now. Once you have that done, there's another thing that you need to do. I recommend for you to have also the book inside of Amazon. Just open up, you know, this so you can see this information such as your book title, subtitle, and so on, because I mean I'm going to get a bit lazy and I'm just going to copy and paste this to IngramSpark so I can more quickly publish this book inside of IngramSpark. And the other thing that you need is an ISBN. What is an ISBN? Basically, it's a number that allows to identify your books. For example, you go to a bookstore, and based on this number, they can search for your book and see what is your book. Okay, so you need to have an ISBN. And there are two websites for this. Okay, if you're like getting about 20, 30 ISBNs, then I recommend for you to go to this website over here called ISBN Services.com, because this allows you to get ISBNs a bit cheaper compared to going over here to myidentifiers.com, whatever. Okay, bonkers. Yeah, this site over, it's a bit cheaper if you go to the other one. I mean, if you are going to buy in bulk like a huge amount of ISBNs, then I recommend for you to go to this website. Once again, I'm going to leave the link for this right below so you can easily go there. So you can see, I mean, if you are going, for example, to buy 100 ISBNs, then it's cheaper for you to go to this website over here, or 1,000 ISBNs. You can see that's a lot of ISBNs, by the way. But if you, I mean, if you are planning to publish a lot of books inside of IngramSpark, then this might be kind of a way to cut costs, because it's more expensive for you to get that amount of ISBNs inside of this site over here. But if you are just going to get 20, 30 or something like that, then just go to this website because it's a bit cheaper. And you can purchase your ISBNs over here, and you can see the price over here, the price tag over here, and you just buy a few ISBNs so you can use them. You need this number so you can publish your books inside of IngramSpark. By the way, I'm going to go over here and see if I have a few of them still available. I think I do. Okay, I have over here a few ISBNs. This is how it looks like. You can actually, you can add this information later on once you are publishing your book, by the way. So you just go and you enter into IngramSpark, and you go to this page that says titles, and you had new title. Okay, so now you can see that you have three different options. If you want, you can also go for the first option, print and ebook. But once again, make sure that if you decide to publish your ebook, it's not enrolled in Kindle Amazon, or otherwise Amazon won't like it. Okay, let's just say that. So I'm just going to select the first option, print book only, because I just published my paperbacks. They just make more money, so yeah. Yes, all my files are ready. These are the files that supposedly you uploaded inside of Amazon. Check these boxes, you can read if you want, nothing special here. And print, distribute, and sell book. Okay, because you want IngramSpark to distribute your book so you can make money with your book, of course. So you press continue. In this page, you want to grab the book title of your book, so you just go back to Amazon here and you grab the title, which in this case for me it's Bitcoin. You paste it over here, and also you should include the subtitle, which is this one here. I'm going to try to select this, all of this, like this, print, and actually it didn't say this, so I'm going to do it again. Let's see if this time it will actually select everything. I'm having a hard time over, so I'm just going to do this. Okay, it selected everything but not in the right place for some reason, so I'm going to remove this, and yeah, okay, that's what you want to do. Now you want to select the language for your book, so if it's in another language besides English, then you should choose it from the list. And you want to grab the ISBN, so it really depends on where you got your ISBN. I'm going to grab one from here, but if you got one from here, you should go to this website and grab one. So I'm just going to copy select and copy this ISBN and go to IngramSpark and paste this number. So it should look something similar to this number that you can see here. Select the first option. I own the copyright, blah blah blah. This page appears, and of course you want to read this bulletin points, but if you did everything right, you shouldn't have copyrighted images, so and so on, which is basically what they are explaining here. So I'm just going to choose this first option. Note my title does not include any of the above, and just press OK. And now you want to add the name of your author, and let's check. I think it's, oh yeah, David and writer. So the middle and suffix is not necessary for this. If you have any contributors, people who help you produce the book, then just add here. You can do that. Select imprint, Jordan Alexo, and subjects is basically the same thing in Amazon. The categories for your book in this case over here, and I'm going to select for this book. So find subject, and I'm going to choose I think 2. So let's go to business. You want to choose the one that is most appropriate for you, and let's see what we have here. I think it has one that is related to cryptocurrency, so I'm going to search for that one. Yeah, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is great. So I'm going to select this one. And I'm going to select another one inside of business. And let's choose something that makes sense. Let's say education. Yeah, this kind of makes sense. Select audience. You want to choose the one that is most appropriate for you. I mean, if you have a kid's book, then you want to probably choose juvenile. In this case, I'm going to choose trade general adult because it seems like the one that makes the most sense in this case. And title description. So this is the description for your book. Just go back to your book. You can see that I have a bunch of HTML coding over here, which I'm going to remove. So I'm just going to copy this and remove everything this HTML. So I'm just going to try to do this as quickly as possible. Remove anything that doesn't really make sense for Amazon, and kind of you can see that I have a listing over here. Or you can also go to your book and just copy the description from your book that is published inside of Amazon, and it doesn't come with all of this HTML code, and you don't need to spend time removing it like I'm doing it over here. So I'm just going to remove this, and I'm going to add some of this formatting options over here, and I'm going to remove this because just like this, and yeah, this doesn't make sense. So I'm going to remove this line also, and I'm just going to over here buy your copy today because download doesn't really make that much sense. Going to include over here, this is the first line, so I'm going to put it bold, and I'm going to include a few bulletin points. So you just select. This is like if you ever use any kind of text editor, it's kind of similar, nothing special here, and you just make everything look great. And I think this is not bulletin point. Let's just put over here underline, italic, so people can pay more attention to this. Okay, actually I'm going to put over here space. Now it looks good. As you may see, it looks good. And I'm going to add a few keywords over here. So you go back to your book and you go to the keywords section, and you can add these keywords over here just exactly the same way. And you had a semicolon to separate each one of them, just like that. And I'm going to add these keywords. So the more keywords that you had over here, the better. It allows people to more easily find your book. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Let's just take a peek and see, just a glance and see if everything looks good. So let's press continue. That looks good. I think it will pass to the next page. Sometimes, for some reason, I get some mock-earth bugs. Okay, so in this page you want to first select the trim size for your book. So the standard sizes normally is 6x9 or 5x8. In this case, for this book, I chose 5x8. This is just a small hack that you can do when you have like shorter books. You can reduce the size from 6x9 to 5x8, and it just kind of makes the book appear a bit larger. So this is an option that I sometimes use for that. Interior color, in this case, this is just a regular nonfiction book. I just choose this first one. Even if you have just a few random images inside of your book, just to make your book appear a bit more enticing, just go for black and white. It just reduces the cost of the production of your book a lot. Now, of course, if you have like a book for kids or a cookbook, then you should go for color, because I mean, people who buy those books don't like to look at black and white images. It's just kind of awkward. And the great thing about IngramSpark, on contrary to Amazon, if you ever try to publish a book with color images inside of Amazon, then you know that it's extremely expensive, and it's kind of hard for you to set a good price where you can kind of do money and people will still buy your book and not consider it way too expensive. But over in IngramSpark, I already published a lot of books with color images, and you can still do profit because the cost for the production of their books inside of their platform is not that expensive. Okay, so what you want to do is actually go over here, black and white. It really depends. This options actually kind of seem hidden a bit if you don't actually pay attention, but I'm just going for white, this first option. You can also go for cream. You have this creamy looking pages. Sometimes it looks kind of good. And binding, actually I already tried to publish books in hardback. It's a great option that you can also choose. Once again, it's a great way for you to just add another source of income for the same book if you choose to have both paperback and hardcover. Now, make sure when it comes to hardcover, the formatting for your book needs to be different so it can adjust well to the sizings of your hardcover. And paperback, perfect bound, and I just like to choose gloss for the cover. Okay, sometimes you might go for matte, but I like gloss. It just makes the thing look a bit better. Now, the page count I actually don't remember for this book, but I think it's about 95 pages or something like that. It doesn't really matter much now. Okay, print pricing for this book, I'm going to sell like, let's say, $16.95 for this book, and I'm just going to set this price over here. Wholesale, I go for the 55% trade. And actually, this has this system. It's kind of annoying. It immediately adjusts all of the pricings for each market, and I'm just going to set 55 trade retailer. And when it comes to the return, in case someone returns the book, I want this book to get destroyed. And you can see actually the amount of money that you are able to do, because actually they provide the actually I need to put over here so I don't run into this problem. So this is a thing. It can end actually in like in I don't remember, in an odd number or pair number. I think it needs to end in a pair number. I think it's that how you say it in English. I'm not certain, but you can see the print costs here, and it's $2.35 to produce this book. It's extremely cheap, and it's easy for you to make money with this book. Okay, actually it's a bit expensive over here in the Australian market, but yeah, I guess that might be due to the conversion. It might be right. And I'm going to just choose this option over here and do basically the same thing for each one of them. And you can see the amount of money that I earn in each market. The thing goes a bit wild sometimes. Not sure why. Okay, that is about right. And you want to check this box. You can read it if you want, but I'm just going to check it. Now, print options, the only one that I recommend is the first option. Enable look inside the book. This allows your customers to take a preview, to just take a preview and see how your book looks like in the inside before they actually get it. So I'm just going to choose this option. Print release dates. I'm not sure when I published this book inside of Amazon, so I'm just going to invent a date. Of course, you want to have the right one for your book. So I think it was back in 2019 or something like that. So I'm just going to invent there. And once that is done, let's just take a look and see. There's an issue happening over here, as you can see. The Canada wholesale discount percentage must be a whole number with no decimals between 30 and 55. Not sure why I'm having this issue. Sometimes I run into certain problems. So I think it might be because of this. I think that corrects the problem. It doesn't accept this option. Not sure why. I think it needs to be this one. So let's press continue and go. Okay, over here you simply want to upload the files for your book. So the first one is simply the file or the print interior. It's where your book content should be. So it's the inside of your book. So I'm going to search over here on my computer for this. I think it's this one. Yes. And I'm just going to upload this over here. And also I'm going to upload the cover for my book. So I'm going to search once again for this. I'm not certain if everything will look right because well, I haven't actually checked this book for a very long time, so I may run into some problems. So this is the book cover and this is the content inside of your book. But if it's well formatted for Amazon, then very probably you won't run into many problems. Sometimes you run into problems with the images included inside of your book. Yeah, that is something that happens over here inside of IngramSpark. But I'm not certain about this, so I'm just going to pass to the next one. And it's just validating all of the files. Okay, no problems. I actually didn't have any kind of problems here. And just press continue. And you will see over here, you just need to agree. And you will see the price. Actually, once again, I'm going to search for a coupon code so you can get this for free. If I'm able to find that, I'm going to leave in the description for my video. So make sure to check the description of my video so you are able to get this coupon code and get this process for free. But even though if I'm not able to find one because I can find one because there's nothing available, I mean, it's still worth you paying this money because you just will recover your money eventually. And it doesn't take that long. It really depends, of course, on the topic of your book. Some books sell better than others, but it won't take you long for you to recover this money over here. So this is a great way for you to just get another source of income for the same book and do a lot more money. I really like IngramSpark. I highly suggest for you to get into this platform because you get really to squeeze every single penny from each book that you publish, and that's really what you want to do. And this is how you can publish your book inside of IngramSpark. If I have a coupon code, you just insert the coupon code over here, apply it, you get it for free, and you proceed to payment, and it's basically that. It will take a few days until they review your book, see if everything is well. Sometimes it may not be well. You may have some issues with the cover of your book or the content of your book, and you may need to do some fixes so they will accept your book. And once that is done, your book gets published, they distribute your book, and you will notice a few sales happening after a few days. And actually, I remember, now I'm not doing so much money, but when I started using this platform in my second month or so, I did about $800 with the books. I mean, this is $800 because I actually got a free promotion code back then, and I was publishing all of these books that I already had inside of Amazon. So without like needing to go to my ghostwriter team and getting some new books done, I'm still using the same content that I already published inside of Amazon that I'm publishing inside of IngramSpark, and I basically did more $800 that month just by doing that. Since then, I'm doing about $300 with IngramSpark. I need to publish more books over here because this is a great platform. And basically the only cost that you really have if you get the coupon code is really with the ISBNs that you need to get. There's really no way around this. I mean, only if you live in Canada, they actually provide you free ISBNs, which is great. But if not, then it's really hard. And the simplest way for you to get them is to go to either to this website or to this one over here. Okay, so that is all for this video. If you have any questions related to IngramSpark or just about Kindle's publishing in general, just leave it on the comment section right below. Also, if you want to share some tricks and tips about IngramSpark, you can also leave a comment right below. And make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That is all for now. Stay tuned with Jordan and Alexo, and bye.